Hey guys, it's Kez, and today we're playing something completely different. Now, if you were around towards the beginning of my channel, then you probably know that I've been, I play Creatures. That's the name of the series. These are the Creatures games. And this one is Creatures Docking Station, which is kind of, sort of, an online expansion of Creatures 3. But the server's been down for years, and I'm actually playing with an offline patch. But yeah, this is Creatures Docking Station. You can actually get this game on GOG now, so I'll make sure to have a link to that in the description below. But yeah, anyways, I've been playing this and Creatures 1 for the last couple of days now, and I thought, you know what, I'm playing it anyway, I might as well start a little world for the show. I don't know whether this is going to be a series or not. I'm actually going to leave that up to you all, whether you want to see more. If you don't, then I'll go ahead and get rid of the world and move on to other experiments, move on to other games and things like that. But I figured, you know what, I might as well let this game have a test run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hatch a... Yeah, I'll hatch a boy Banshee. And I guess I could try to hatch a female Grendel. They're all called Grendels, but whatever. Anyway. While they hatch... Yeah, I'll just have to do two Banshee Grendels. While they hatch, I'll walk you through the things that I've done here. So I have the Capolata installed, which is the name of this extension of the She-Ark ship. And it's got the Normeso, which is where everything is supposed to live and grow up. I have the Capolata hub, which is what connects all three of the different rooms to, you know, each other. I have the comms room, where I have a couple of agents, you know, showed up here. And this is actually where I install and uninstall the agents. This is the workshop, where I have some things stored that I don't want the creatures grabbing. But this is also a little quarantining area, that kind of thing. I don't use this much for its intended purpose. And yeah, this is actually going to be where I have my IQ tests when we start having some Grendel babies. And then over here, I have an egg finder and some water. Eggs do not hatch underwater unless you have an agent that allows you to do that. And I have the Norn Terrarium from Creatures 3 installed as a meta room. And I have the Creatures Terrarium here, connected with the Normeso through these interporters. I forget who made them. And creatures recognize these things as doors, hopefully. Yes, they recognize them as doors. I want to make sure they match. Yes. And I have these interporters linked together through CA links that I made with Amai Coconut. I think that's how her name is pronounced. Anyway, I think... Where was I? Okay, have you ever had that sensation where your brain, like, trips over itself? Anyway, it's called Magic Words, and this is the Room Edits expansion made by Amai Coconut. But yeah, neat stuff. Nice big world for us to play in. I'm starting with 2 Grendels for now, but I might be adding more in the future. I actually can't hold their hands and I can't pick them up, because of an agent that I made, well, a pair of agents that I made. This one's called Hands Off, and this one's called No Hand Holding. And I can pretty much just toggle, like, how I can control the creatures on the fly whenever I want. And for this particular playthrough, I don't want to be able to hold their hand or pick them up. But I can still use new shortcuts to, there we go, to transport them in an instant. I can still feed them on the fly. Anyway, let's just take a look at them. They are babies. And I can try to get them to come over here to me. Since I can't pull them along, I need to try to find other ways to get their attention. I can't click to, well, I can't double click to call them over like you would in Pets, so I have to kind of figure it out for myself. Oh, and in case you were wondering, I have creature voices turned off because their voices are the most grating, obnoxious thing that I have ever heard in my life. Once creatures start talking, they never shut up, so yeah, I am sparing you having to listen to these creature voices. And I had the music turned off because back when I was streaming this game, I would upload the videos to my old Creatures account. And I would get a lot of false positives on the, you know, with the whole content ID copyright system. So I'm just going to turn that off to save myself the grief of having to go through and say, hey, this isn't that song, this is from this other thing. And YouTube takes so long to process its things anyway, whatever, it's garbage. Come on. Come on, you little guys. You little Grendels. Grendel friends. My Friendels. Stop slapping each other and come here. Hi. Come here. Get your green scaly butts over here. Look at this! Okay, maybe I can get their attention with a toy. Unfortunately, Banshee Grendels are known to be more violent than regular Grendels, so they might slap each other to death if I'm not careful. Okay, the toys definitely got their attention. Okay, I've also got the HLM patch installed. This thing is the HLM, the Holistic Learning Machine. Basically, they touch it, and then they instantly learn all the language that they could ever need. Now, if I could just get one of them to click on it, he'll be able to talk, or she'll be able to talk, and then I can start teaching them things, like to not slap the crap out of each other. Come on, you two. Hungry for protein. Eat fruit. Let me bring you a fruit. Here's a fruit. There we go. Now they both can talk. And now I need to decide their names so that they understand what it is I'm saying. Hungry for starch? Eat seed. Eat seed. There you go. Smart guy. Okay, since he is such a smart guy, let's go ahead and name him Albert. And we'll name his companion... Eat Critter. What's a good name for you? You know, I'm gonna call you Mary. I don't have a good reason. But your name is Mary. Okay, eat fruit. Let me get some down for you, because these must be too high. There we go. And actually, I can take some of these and take them over to the Norn Terrarium and plant them up here. Because they'll grow up here, but not down here for some reason. They grow great in the desert, too. Okay. What are you doing? Get hand. Well, here I am. What are you doing? Pull food. Maybe eat the food. There you go. And actually, while I'm at it, since these guys are Banshee Grendels and they'll have trouble managing their anger for forever, what I can do is I can either give them some of this potion and teach them to eat potion when they're angry. Let's see, are you angry? Eat potion. Good girl. You're a smart girl. And the other thing I could do is I could throw a Norn to them, like, you know, the lamb to the sharks, or the lamb to the lions, or whatever the phrase is. And, yeah, just let them beat the poor thing to death. I have mixed feelings about doing that, though. Let's ask him whether he's angry. You angry? He's extremely angry. He should eat potion. Eat potion. Good boy. The only problem with this stuff, the calm bomb, is that it also makes them very sleepy. So if they drink too much of it, they'll just spend most of their time sleeping. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with it. I actually did this whole study on it a couple years ago. You know, with chemical charts and all that stuff. And I feel ridiculous now, but the documentation said that it wasn't safe for them to use all the time, but it is. So whatever, don't worry about it. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? I guess I could go ahead and introduce 2 more Banshee Grendels, or I could introduce a couple of Hardman Norns, but that seems like it might be a little bit much right away, because Hardman Norns or Hardman Norns, and Banshee Grendels are supposed to be like fierce, kill each other to death enemies that, you know, fight a lot. Or, the other thing I could do is I could take a look at some of the other Grendel breeds I have, or I could introduce a couple of Ettins. Ettins are nice too. And, I have these Ettins, these, desert Ettins. And I've got a couple of other breeds too. These Spamnorns might be good, anger slappy fodder for them, since these things grow up so fast and breed so well. I don't have a lot of love for the Spamnorns. Let's see. I could also throw in some of these Goms, Grendels of Mini Mordor. But I can't remember what these guys are about. I might take another look at them later. Or I could go ahead and throw some non-CFF Grendels in there to kind of add some variety to the gene pool. Because right now, these two Banshee Grendels are genetically identical. Which, you know, it's not a bad way to start, but unless there are some interesting mutations down the line, it's not super interesting. So I guess what I could do is I could go ahead and introduce some regular Grendels to, you know, kind of add to the gene pool a little bit. And I guess I could add some bony Grendels. These guys aren't especially interesting to me. They look cool, but they're not super interesting. Basically, if I'm remembering right, they were designed so that they would be kind of cowardly. You know, they bully Norns, but as soon as they were slapped back, they just run out of there. But I don't find that super cool. And I guess I could just leave it at that for now. How are you two doing? Retreat food. Express yourselves. Angry. They're both angry. Maybe you should eat some potions. There you go. Now, these creatures are capable of learning from their actions. So they will learn that they can eat potions to alleviate their anger, but they might also learn that it makes them tired, which might discourage them from drinking the potions in, you know, the first place, but who knows. I might play with the potions code one of these days. Oh, put that down. What? Put it down. Leave it alone. Let's find where it was. Let's give you a name while we're at it. You're an egg thief. Let's call you Opalescence. I was trying to think of like Oviraptor, and then my brain just went, oh, Opalescence, like that cat from My Little Pony. Yay! And now this guy, let's call him Bert. Like Burt Reynolds. Or Bert and Ernie. Oh, okay, cool. So now we have 4 Grendels slapping the crap out of each other. Are you done? Opalescence is even more violent than the Banshees, it looks like. Chill. Anyways. I'm kind of curious to see where these guys are going to go. They're still babies. Obviously. And I don't have any real hazards established or anything in this world. I haven't killed off all the bacteria, though, which is something. But, yeah, I'm definitely open to ideas. Especially if you also play the Creatures games. Make sure you let me know what you think I should do with this. What I should do with them. I might let one of these stingers out so they can plant a nest somewhere. And create kind of a mini hazard. Oh, see? There we go. There's a wasp nest already. And yeah, we can see what happens from there. I can actually grab another one and take him over to here, where it can make another nest. The problem is getting it to nest before one of the dragonflies eats it. I think I had some success over here. Yep, there we go. And, yeah. Anyways, this has been fun. If you guys want to see more, make sure you let me know by pushing the like button and telling what you liked and what you didn't like about this episode in the comments below. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Love you!